Welcome back, you guys. Not a great way to be starting off 2025. Some of you are freezing your ass off and you're having to deal with the cold, but even more traumatically, the entirety of Los Angeles is being burnt. Okay, maybe the entirety is a little bit exaggerating, but a lot of Los Angeles is on fire right now. Still on fire. It might be the entirety of it by the time, 2 more days go by. It's crazy. I mean, I'm not going to get into too much of what's being talked about it because you could just see it all on the news. But holy crap, can you guys imagine houses, thousands of houses upon houses just being burnt down completely? Some of these people could be furries in our fandom. I mean, they wouldn't be able to say anything because their stuff's all messed up unless they got a phone. If anybody in our fandom was affected by this whole thing, go down in the comments and say so. But this is crazy. What is it going to do for our economy? You know what? All these people are homeless now. They're going to have to go somewhere. I think even some of Hollywood area is burnt down. I know Studio City near Hollywood Hills is on fire or was close to being on fire. And that's where a lot of the billionaires live. I know some of you don't care about all that, but the normal people affected by this is in the thousands, dude. I would not be surprised if just a ton of people after this just hightail it out of LA. I mean, it's just going to be people, the billionaires and millionaires left there, and everybody else is going to be gone, and it's just going to be Hollywood sitting in there all by itself. I don't see Hollywood in Los Angeles being the same type of Hollywood in Los Angeles that we're used to seeing after this event. This is going to change everything. It's going to change a lot of stuff. This is not just going to be felt in California. This is going to be felt all over the place. It's insane. It is surreal and scary to see blocks of houses, thousands of houses, where thousands of houses used to be, just looks like a desert of ash and dirt. This is terrible. This is the first thing that we're getting in 2025 is this story. This is the first big story that people will remember from the beginning of 2025. And it's going to go down in the history books. And this is, a lot of kids are going to remember this. This is a big, huge event, and it's terrible. You guys, and I just wanted to come in here and talk about this. The weather is really hurting people right now. Some people are dealing with snow. I know it's not as bad as the fires, but it's still, people are, out of work. Their stuff's under snow. It happens. The snowstorms are pretty bad. If you're dealing with that, I'm sorry. That sucks. And the fires are even worse. I'm sorry. I'm super sorry if you have to be or are living near all that stuff, because that's going to affect a lot of people. You guys, I think this year is going to be a little bit intense. 2025. I think this is the ignition. This whole thing that's happening right now, and I think it's gonna be a little crazy this year, so be prepared for all that shit. Just get your head in that place, because I don't know, I think things are gonna be a little bit intense this year. So make sure you tell your family you love them. Make sure you tell your spouse that you love them. Try to have as many great experiences this year as you can, because it might be rough, whether it's financially, whether it's mentally, emotionally. Start lifting your weights, not just physically, but get your brain prepared. You guys, get your brain prepared, because it's even me. I've seen, there's been a hit. I do voiceovers for a living, and I've seen a hit happen just around the holiday season. The work has not been coming in, and I get a little bit of something every now and then, but it's died down a lot, and I'm holding out hope that 2025 has some good moments, but just make sure you have people around you. Surround yourself with good people, you guys. Have somebody to talk to. I think that's going to be very important this year. Don't try to go by yourself. Don't try to go through life by yourself this year. Try to have a friend. Keep your friends around. Don't burn your bridges. Be nice to people. Tell your friends you love them. Tell your spouse you love them especially. Talk to them, and just keep things going. Keep things keep the fuel, keep the positive fuel going as best you can. It's not going to be there all the time. I know it's easy for me to say this right now. Even I'm going to go through some rough patches at some point this year, and I'm going to have to deal with it. I'm going to have to drink my own medicine here. But, just remember my words. Keep your friends around. If you're going to have disagreements, you're going to get into arguments. There's just going to be things that happen. And then, you just have to keep your mind as level as you can keep it. And what the heck's going on in my body? And, do the best that you can. That's the message that I have for today for you guys. Do the best that you can, even if it sucks. Try to keep your head space and do the best that you can. All right, you guys, that's all I wanted to say. I'll see everybody later. I wish I had more to talk about. This whole fire thing, it kept me up tonight. Like, I've been up listening to it and thinking about it, and then I only got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep. So I usually don't talk about this kind of stuff, but here I am. We're talking about the fire. I'm sure there had to be 1 or 2 furs that it had to affect somebody in our fandom. And, I consider our fandom as special. I've been in this fandom for many, many years. I consider it almost a second family. And so I just want to know if people are okay. You guys have a good one. I'll see everybody later. Bye-bye.